Hello dear fans, friends and subscribers. Welcome to the daily edition of the Cricket Happening Show with your host Ram. And as far as this Cricket Happening Show is concerned, we all know now, like yesterday I previewed 3 teams and today I'm going to preview the other teams. Probably there are 5 more teams that I need to preview. So I'm probably going to go, my pace might be a bit quick, so please bear with me here, because as you know, the Indian Premier League 2015, the 8th edition of the Indian Premier League 2015 is kicking off tomorrow at Eden Gardens in Kolkata, and the curtain raiser is going to be between defending champions Kolkata Knight Riders, who are taking on the Mumbai Indians. So what a battle that is going to be. So that is the one which is going to kick off the Indian Premier League 2015 at Eden Gardens in Kolkata. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep the talk on the Indian Premier League now, and we are also, so first I'm going to preview the Chennai Super Kings team. Now Chennai Super Kings, as you know, they already have a good record as far as Indian Premier Leagues are concerned. Mahendra Singh Dhoni, well, he deserves absolutely no introduction. What can I say about Dhoni? Whatever he does, it turns into gold. And for India, it has always turned into gold. And what a sad picture for India, because the only reason being Mahendra Singh Dhoni has already retired from Test matches, as you know. And for me, it is pretty sad that Mahendra Singh Dhoni, I thought he had a lot of cricket left in him. At the age of 33 years, he has hung up his boots as far as Test match cricket is concerned. That's something which is a very, very sad sight for me, because we all know, everyone loves Dhoni's batting, the way he actually handles the boys, the way he leads the team, everything he does is absolutely top-notch quality, one could say. Now, as far as the Chennai Super Kings are concerned, now Kyle Abbott is the overseas player. They have Bapa Aparajit, Ravichandran Ashwin. We all know. What a very good all-rounder he is in the making. Not in the making. He's a good all-rounder already. And Ravichandran Ashwin, as you know, he normally does very well for Chennai Super Kings in the Indian Premier League 2000. In all the Indian Premier League matches, he has done well. Then they have Samuel Badri. Now Samuel Badri will be someone who would be closely watched. He did a fine job, I thought, in the last edition of the IPL in 2014. But one man to watch, and there's going to be one youngster by the name Ankush Bains. He's just 19 years of age. Good to see. I'm told he's a very talented bat. And Dwayne Bravo, who everyone missed in the World Cup, will be in action. And what a sight that would be, because Dwayne Bravo is another one who really, really makes his presence felt, whether it is with the bat, whether it is with the ball, or it is in the field. And Du Plessis, we all know what a reliable player he is, been for Chennai Super Kings. Matt Henry, the pacer from New Zealand, basically, he got a chance in the World Cup due to Adam Min not being able to play. And well, I thought he did a fine job with the ball. He bowled a few maidens, so it will be interesting to see. But again, the interesting thing to see would be how these pace bowlers actually fare on Indian pitches, which are not so conducive as they would have got it at home. And then Michael Hussey, we all know he was known as Mr. Cricket. And well, as far as Chennai Super Kings are concerned, well, he definitely did well in the last edition. And I still feel Michael Hussey could be called Mr. Cricket. And Ravindra Jadeja, very, very useful all-rounder to have. You know what he is capable of. Brendan McCullum. Now, the biggest draw card this year. Now, let me tell you, Brendan McCullum is in the Chennai Super Kings team. I am telling you, with Brendan McCullum in the ranks, this team is greatly strengthened. He can make up for anything. And Brendan McCullum, let me tell you, every opposition be wary about it, because he likes to play his game his own way. He is not going to listen to anybody. He is going to play his brand of cricket, which he does best, according to me. And that would be a treat to watch in this Indian Premier League 2015. Brendan McCullum along with Chris Gale, according to me, would be the biggest draw cards and would be the biggest, I would say, pullers as far as the crowd are concerned. So Brendan McCullum would be a treat to watch, and we all know what damage he can do to the opposition bowlers, and especially considering the fact that he's not only been a successful New Zealand captain now, and not only that, he also has led with the bat very well, and his bat does the talking, and so that is something which is, and as I said, Brendan McCullum in this edition of IPL 2015, according to me, is the most powerful batsman in the entire IPL, according to me. I would say even he could go past Chris Gayle. Such is his power, such is his ferocity, and he has been consistent too. So he's a dangerous bloke out there at the Chennai Super Kings team. Then Mithun Manhas, who always contributes. Ronit More is another one who is a new face there. Pawan Negi definitely played. Ashish Nehra, we all know Ashish Nehra is a very good bowler. Irfan Pathan brings it all round. He still has some cricket left in him, no doubt about it. Irfan Pathan is just 30 years of age, so he could still make an impression there and probably be in the selectors' minds. And then they have Ishwar Pandey. I thought he did a pretty good job in the last IPL in 2014, so he will be also being watched cleanly. And then they have Pratyush Singh, another new guy coming into the team. Suresh Raina, well, let me tell you, Suresh Raina has got married recently after the World Cup, and I think marriage is something which always brings luck. So I have a feeling that for Chennai Super Kings, this Indian IPL 2015 would be something which would bring in lots of good luck and happiness for Suresh Raina in the form of lots of runs, some magnificent catches, and some useful wickets too. And Mohit Sharma, I mean, he has been a regular in this Chennai Super Kings team. He has been doing a wonderful job. But one thing about Mohit Sharma that I would like to say is that he really played a big part for India as far as India coming to the semi-finals is concerned, because he had a big hand. He made up for the loss of Ishant Sharma, and he bowled in the right areas. And Mohit Sharma is also a very good T20 specialist bowler. He has a lot of concoctions, like he can bowl the quicker delivery, he can bowl a quick bouncer, he can bowl a slower delivery, and it's not easy to pick Mohit Sharma up. And then they have Rahul Sharma. Rahul Sharma is a leg break and the googly bowler. Rahul Sharma, now leg break bowlers are something which are becoming more of a sort of a common thing nowadays in the teams, because they feel that the leg spinner always have the ability to actually go and actually purchase the wicket by luring the batsman into a false stroke. Dwayne Smith, we all know what an explosive batsman he is, and one shudders to think if at all Dwayne Smith and Brendan McCullum get going at the same time in the open innings, what would be the plight of the opposition? Well, so from here, let me preview the Royal Challengers Bangalore team. The Royal Challengers Bangalore is already is something. The team is already led by a royal person, and he has more responsibility. We know he has captained the Indian team. Now he's going to be the future captain for India as far as Test matches are concerned. After Dhoni Dhoni has left the scene, and Virat Kohli, we all know how he can really hammer runs with the bat, and he's someone who is such a what do you call, a sort of a household figure as far as international cricket is concerned. Then they have the bowling would be in the hands of Varun Arun, who didn't play in the World Cup because of injury, but he's back now. Sean Abbott, Abu Nechem, who did a fine job, I thought, in the last. He does some useful things. Badrinath is always a person who gives some solidity to the batting order of the Royal Challengers Bangalore. Shishir Bhavani is another new face in the team. Manvinder Bisla is a talented bloke. Yuzendra Chahal, who did a fine job last year in the Indian Premier League 2015. He bats right-handed, and he also has the leg break googly. I mean, he is a leg break bowler. And A.B. de Villiers, now he's another dangerous person in this Royal Challengers team along with Virat Kohli, and he can be something. He can be absolutely devastating on his day. Ashok Dinda, who really worked hard in the last IPL, put his best foot forward, and he still has something in him to show. Chris Gayle, well, as I said, no introduction as far as Chris Gayle is concerned. If he gets the blade in his hand, this man you can feel that there is a dangerous weapon in the hands of this guy, Chris Gale. Iqbal Abdullah always bowls well, contributes, a good contributor. Dinesh Karthik is a good wicket keeper and also contributes to the bat. Now Sarfraz Khan, as you know, is the youngest player in this IPL according to me. He's just 17 years of age, and he has already, at a very young age, he has already showed glimpses of what the maestro or the former and retired cricket player Sachin Tendulkar showed in his early years before coming into international cricket. Sarfraz Khan has been pretty impressive in the under 15 tournaments, under 20 tournament, under 19 tournaments. And Sarfraz Khan, as I said, is a baby of the tournament, just 17 years of age, and he's a right-hand bat and right-arm off-break bowler. So it'll be interesting to see Sarfraz Khan how he goes. Nick Maddinson is an explosive one-day player. He really can pack a punch when he plays his stroke. Mandeep Singh is another talented player, has a lot of strokes in his repertoire. Adam Min is, we all know that Adam Min packs a lot of pace when he's bowling. He has some fearsome pace. But as I said, they would be tested on Indian wickets for sure. But it will be interesting to see how they go. Harshal Patel, right-hand bat and right-arm medium bowler. Now Liri Lozu was already made his place in this South African unit. He's an extremely talented player, and he would like to score a lot of runs in this IPL. Darren Sammy, another very, very reliable, very useful customer who always contributes when the chips are down, and also is a tremendous contributor in all departments of the game. Sandeep Warrior, they have Jalaj Saxena, who has done well in the domestic matches here in India. Mitchell Starc. Now Mitchell Starc is coming on a real wave there, no doubt about it. He got the man of the series, as you would know, and he is on absolute fire right now. And confidence is something which can really boost you up, and Mitchell Starc would be someone to watch for. Yogesh Takawale, who was impressive, I thought, he's from Mumbai, and he was pretty impressive in the Indian Premier League engagements in 2014. David Weiss from South Africa is a very hard hitter of the ball, and probably this might be the platform for him to exhibit his wares. And they have Vijay Zol, who is also a talented player from India, who has been doing well in certain tournaments. So that is Royal Challengers Bangalore. Now let's have a peek at the Rajasthan Royals squad. Now Rajasthan Royals squad, Rahul Dravid, who was there, is no longer there now. Now it's going to be Shane Watson is the new captain of the Rajasthan Royals side, and he's the one who's going to be leading the team. Ankit Sharma is along with him. Then they have Brinder Shran. Now this is someone who is new. Is a new bloke into the team of Rajasthan Royals. Rajat Bhatia is a very useful all-rounder. Stuart Binney, who was a mere spectator in the World Cup 2015, would definitely get an opportunity here. He would be a permanent part of this setup, no doubt about it. Ben Cutting is from Australia. He's another good player that they have in their ranks. James Faulkner. Watch out for James Faulkner, because James Faulkner is someone who can really hit the ball high, wide and handsome, and he really shows, he can really show that hitting prowess, and he's pretty dangerous. And with the ball too, he can really rattle a few. Deepak Hooda is another new player there. Dhaval Kulkarni, another spectator. These are the players who actually warmed up the bench. Dhaval Kulkarni, Stuart Binney, they couldn't get a single game, even though in the World Cup they were mere spectators. Dhaval Kulkarni, so he would be longing to get a chance here, and I'm sure he will. Vikramjit Malik, who got a few chances in the IPL 2014. Now Chris Morris is a pretty economical. He used to play for Chennai Super Kings in the previous 2 years, and now Chris Morris is playing here for Rajasthan Royals, and he's nowadays we don't see him in the South African team. And Karun Nair is another good all-rounder in the making, a right-hand bat and right-arm off-break bowler. Abhishek Nair is a very good bat, as a good fielder too. Ajinkya Rahane. Now Ajinkya Rahane, as you know, is another future player for India, no doubt about it. So he's someone who is also in good form, and he has won a lot of praise not only from Mahendra Singh Dhoni. He has also won a praise from a lot of cricket experts there in Australia for his brilliant batting. Pardeep Sahu and Dinesh Salunke, the new faces there. Now Sanju Samson, you know what a talented bloke Sanju Samson is. He couldn't really live up to the promise, but definitely there were comparisons made to Sachin Tendulkar, Sanju Samson, the wicketkeeper, and then the Stephen Smith. Now Stephen Smith, let me tell you, in this IPL 2015, one can really look forward to some lots of runs, tons of runs being scored by this player. Because Stephen Smith is absolutely a different player now, I would say, because one is he has taken the responsibilities of captain very well. As you know, he also led the team to victory, and his bat was the one which was waved like a magic wand when he reeled off 4 centuries against India in the test matches, and also in the World Cup he had a fine outing. So he is someone that the opposition would be absolutely wary of, and he will also contribute in the field with some magnificent catches and splendid ground fielding, and he will also chip in as a bowler. Now Tim Southee wouldn't probably be able to get the same swing that he gets in his home country, but still he would be a person to contend with. Pravin Tambe, who made waves. Now he's not the oldest. With Brad Hogg, Pravin Tambe made big waves last time to Rajasthan Royals, took a lot of wickets, he controlled the opposition's innings, and Pravin Tambe at the age of 43 years really showed what a wonderful bowler he is. And Pravin Tambe is the right hand batter, is a leg break bowler, so he will be very keenly watched. And then they have some new faces like Rahul Tewatia. Rusty Tharan is back. Rusty Tharan is one who is a very economical bowler, especially suited to the T20 form of cricket. Dishant Yagnik is the wicketkeeper, and Kane Richardson was the player who withdrew from the Rajasthan Royals team. Now this is as far as is concerned. Now just to wind up this cricket happening show, before I go, I still need to talk about 2 teams, so I'm going to quickly rush on to the Delhi Daredevils now. Now as far as the Delhi Daredevils team is concerned, that is also Delhi Daredevils, as you know, have been really struggling in the Indian Premier League. If you look at it, they had their struggles. Even they couldn't. We have seen from the last 2 years the Delhi Daredevils have been finding it a real struggle. Whether this would be the year that Delhi Daredevils can turn something. Let's see what they have in store. They have John Paul Dimini, who is the new captain of the Delhi Daredevils squad. So he has to lead his team well. Mayank Agarwal, good player. Shrikar Bhatt, Nathan Coulter-Nile is the all-rounder. Then they have Quinton de Kock. Now Quinton de Kock is a very versatile player. Dominic Joseph is the new cap there. He's 34 years of age. Chidambaram Gautam is another good player. Travis Head, who has scored pretty heavily in the Big Bash League. Travis Head is a good hitter of the ball. He is there. And then they have Imran Tahir, the leg spinner. Shreyas Iyer is another new cap at the age of 20 years. Kedar Jadhav, Gias, another new player. Now Zahir Khan, who was not picked up for the World Cup. So Zahir Khan will be raring to go. He would be liking. He still have. He's 36 years of age. But so definitely, I'm sure he's over the hill as far as Indian cricket is concerned. But definitely, Zahir Khan would like to prove well. And then they have a very good hand in Angelo Matthews, who will contribute in all the departments of the game. Such a utility player, Angelo Matthews. And now he has more responsibility. He's the permanent captain of the Sri Lankan team. Has been doing a wonderful job. Amit Mishra, Mohammad Shami, who had a wonderful outing for India in his first World Cup. He was making his debut in the World Cup. He did a fine job, and I am sure he would relish the prospect of bowling. Albie Markel, who is a forgotten player as far as South Africa is concerned, because we all know what a mighty hitter he is of a cricket ball, and he would definitely be getting his opportunity. Shahbaz Nadeem has done lots of things of note in the last IPL. Gurinder Sandhu is another player from Australia who played in one day international against India or England. I think it was against India. And Gurinder Sandhu is one bowler. He's medium pace, but he's young and he can swing the ball. Marcus Stoinis is another player who is playing for them. And then he's a new player. Then they have Manoj Tiwari. Manoj Tiwari has been scoring a lot of runs. And he also got a look into the Indian team. But because of the tremendous competition in the Indian team, Manoj Tiwari couldn't make it. He had some injury problems. And Saurabh Tiwari is another bloke who is coming in from the same land from where Dhoni hails. Saurabh Tiwari, and he's a very good hitter of the ball, and he can also score a lot of runs. Jaydev Unadkat, the left-arm pace bowler, has been pretty impressive, and I'm sure his pace would have gone up a notch with his age, and Jayant Yadav. And then they have the very good power of Yuvraj Singh, who is not in favor of the selectors. He's not in the eye of the selectors nowadays. He was not selected for the World Cup, but Yuvraj Singh, I'm sure, has a lot to prove, and wouldn't be surprised if he could put up a great performance here in the Indian Premier League 2015 to prove something here. Okay, so, and Yuvraj Singh's fielding, as you know, is a mighty plus for the team, and also his bowling. Now let's look at the last team in this Indian Premier League 2015, and that team that you are going to look at is Sunrisers Hyderabad. Whether the sun would rise on the Sunrisers Hyderabad, they had a fairly decent outing last year. They have some explosive players in the ranks. David Warner is the captain of the Sunrisers Hyderabad team, and then they have Shikhar Dhawan, who would be opening with David Warner, so that would be a very awesome combination. Ashish Reddy, Ricky Boo is the new person, he's just 18 years of age. Ravi Bapada, who never got a chance to play in the World Cup, he's there in the team, so he would like to prove something here. Trent Boult, who has really matured as a very good bowler for New Zealand, would be seen in full colour here. And then Moises Henriques, the all-rounder from Australia. Siddharth Kaul, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, who was, Bhuvaneshwar, can you believe it? And Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, who has been doing so well, who has been economical, and India, there has been such competition in the Indian team that a bowler of the caliber of Bhuvaneshwar Kumar couldn't even play a single match in the World Cup 2015. So that really says the amount of talent that the Indian team has, and Bhuvaneshwar Kumar is a part of the mix now, and that would be good. And Bhuvaneshwar Kumar and Praveen Kumar operating in tandem, that would be a sight to see, because both the bowlers are identical bowlers who will move the ball away from the batsman and also get the ball to come in. And I think there would be quite a proposition for the opposition here. Chama Milind is a new bloke here, 20 years of age. Now Morgan, who was the captain of the team for the World Cup, unfortunately that really proved to be a failure, as England were on their way out of the World Cup pretty quickly. So Morgan would have something to prove here in the Indian Premier League 2015. Naman Oja, who has been scoring a lot of runs in the domestic tournaments, and he's also a good wicket keeper, and he's someone. And Parvez Rasool, the only player, the first player from Jammu and Kashmir to play, 26 years of age. He definitely made a lot of noise in the last IPL, and I'm sure he's going to make a few now too. And then Kevin Peterson. Now Kevin Peterson, who is trying to make his way back into the England team, and that would be very interesting to see what Kevin Peterson does here. Padmanabhan Prashant is another new player. Lokesh Rahul played in the last IPL. Now Ishant Sharma, who was absolutely missed because of his injury, he couldn't play, and I thought that was a big blow, but the Indian bowlers made up for it, and Ishant Sharma would be raring to go in this IPL. Karan Sharma, who already has had a taste of international cricket when he played for Australia in the test matches. Karan Sharma, so he would be confidence personified. Lakshmi Shukla is a wonderful all-rounder, but the only sad thing is that he's 33 years of age. But let me tell you, this bloke definitely has the power to really hit the ball hard, and he can get a lot of runs too. And well, Dale Steyn, we all know Dale Steyn, what he can do. He can run through the opposition, and well, he's absolute dynamite when he bowls. Hanuma Vihari and Kane Williamson. Now Kane Williamson is the classic player who is playing, and that is going to definitely strengthen this Sunrisers Hyderabad team, no doubt about it, because Kane Williamson is in chock full of form, and he's someone who would stay there and quietly go about his business, and the runs would start accumulating for Sunrisers Hyderabad. Well, dear fans, friends and subscribers, that brings an end to this Cricket Happening show of mine, ending the preview of all the teams in the Indian Premier League 2015. Hope you all liked it. So tomorrow, get ready. Your host Ram will be there with the report on the first match, the curtain raiser of the Indian Premier League 2015, the clash between Mumbai Indians and the defending champions, Kolkata Knight Riders. Until then, it's good night from your host Ram Studios. Thank you.